Back in the old days, from about 1958 to about 1975, the big event every year at Stateline was a 100-lap grand championship race for late models. That was a big deal, running 100 laps at Stateline. And it was a big deal to win it. And the big dogs won the majority of them. I'm talking about Bobby Schnars. I think he won 6 of them. Squirt Johns, I think he won 4 of them. So it's a really big deal to win a 100-lapper. I want to take you back to 1964. September 5th, 1964. The race kind of went like you would expect it. The big dog, Squirt Johns, in that 511 Dodge, got way out ahead. 2 laps ahead of the field on lap 84. 2 laps ahead of the field. On lap 85, he had the tire go down. But Squirt didn't go into the pits. He stayed out there and tried to nurse the car to the finish. He only had 15 laps. He's 2 laps ahead of everybody else. It's worth a try. Well, he didn't quite make it. The last couple laps, 4 cars got by him. And when starter Art Anderson, no relation, threw the checkered flag at the end of 100 laps, a fellow in a 64 Pontiac GTO was flagged the winner of that race. This guy had never won a feature race at Stateline up to that point. So this is a big deal for this man. He gets to carry the checkered flag around the track. Big deal. First checkered flag ever. Gets back to the finish line, hands the flag off, and he finds out there's some sort of a protest going on. The guy who crossed the finish line in second place disputed the finish of the race. So they start checking the scoring sheets again. Now that's 100 laps of scoring sheets they've got to check. Jackie, Chris, checking 100 laps of scoring sheets. It was ugly. It took them 30 minutes to sort it out. Meanwhile, there's a big crowd gathered down on the track. The guy who won the race in the GTO, with his pit crew, his family, all his friends, and man, he had a lot of friends. The guy who finished second, his pit crew, all his friends, big crowd, a couple hundred people down on the front straightaway looking up at the tower, waiting for the decision. 30 minutes later, Lloyd Williams, one of the owners, the track announcer, reversed the decision of the flagman. And he said that the race was won by Chuck Piazza. Chuck Piazza, number 220 from Jamestown, New York. So this guy who won the race, we thought, went from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows, all in a half an hour. When we interviewed this man to do our Stateline documentary several years ago, one of the first things that he told us was, I won that race. I don't care what they said.
Chuck Piazza, he took a race away from me. I always felt I won at Stateline. 100-lap championship, we were just talking about that today. I still think I might have won that race, you know, but flagged me as the winner, you know, and we had a bit of a, they checked the score sheets and said I lost a lap somewhere along the line. They thought they had won and we thought we had won, but they did get paid, you know, so I guess they won. But during that race, I had wound up going into 1 and 2, I got pushed into the guardrails or something and I knocked over a railroad tie, which was a pretty formidable obstacle, you know, and you backed off from it and kept on going, you know. And I did do that. I did hit that pole, you know, and I lost some time doing that. And But they had me sitting there for 2 laps, and I really never. I mean, I hit the pole backs up and took off, and even now I feel that I certainly didn't sit for 2 laps, you know. And so whatever, it's water under the bridge. But you know, that might have been if it was another year before I won a race, and I did that with the GTO. I finally won a race with a GTO.
The person who really believes that man won that race in 1964 is Jenifer. She has a special award tonight to make that right. She thought it was wrong. She's made it right. And tonight, the winner of the 1964 100-lap Grand Championship race is Jim Scott, Garland, Pennsylvania.
I always thought I won that race. I just didn't get to spend the money. And this helped, but man, I need that money back then.
Jim went on to win a lot of races at Stateline, as you know. He won his first race at Stateline in '66. He won 29 other races over the course of his career. In fact, in 1968, he did win the 100-lap Grand Championship. So he already has one of these down home. But this is the one he really wanted. You guys know that not only was Jim a great driver around here, but Jim went on to race in the ARCA series, drove at Daytona and Darlington. Talladega, Daytona and Talladega, among other things, for Julian Busey. So Jim had a great career.
And it all started at Stateline.
But probably his real legacy is his family. Not sure if you would say that. Chevy, David, Ryan, Kyle, Wyatt, the next bunch of Scott racers. Congratulations, Jim.
And I'm so proud of my kids and my grandkids to carry on this deal. We never played golf, we never played baseball, never played football. We were racers, and we're still racers. We'll always be racers. This is really something. Tonight's been a night. This is great. Thank you.
I thank Randy Anderson for digging up the old picture
Congratulations.
of the actual trophy that was given to Chuck Piazza, and our trophy company duplicated this for Jim. They did a beautiful job.
Once again, you left without the trophy.
Man, this thing was a long time coming.
Maybe we ought to get
Driver of the year doesn't necessarily always have to be that #1 all the time.